All right, YouTube, it's time to talk about the fake news epidemic, by which I mean the fact that a lot of people still get what they think is true from TV media, from newsprint. Every single one of these outlets, regardless of their political affiliations, is compromised, is corrupt, and is an enemy of the United States. Doesn't matter whether they're domestic or foreign. These people, think about how they operate. Look for how they make money. They get their money from big banks, corporations, often foreign donors, and from ads, of course, to a lesser extent. It's no longer profitable for a newspaper to insert ads most of the time. We've seen this on local and regional levels, not just with large national publications or anything like that. Rutland Herald here in my hometown is basically dying. They laid off a bunch of staff. They stopped circulating it every day of the week. They upped the price, and it's just it's a clusterfuck of stupidity that newsprint even continues to exist. It's like a dinosaur. It belongs in the museum. Just kill a bunch of trees anyway for no purpose. It's not even real news half the time, any more than CNN is. If you want to get rid of fake news, just turn off the TV. At least the TV media, that is. Not that there's much on TV that's interesting anymore anyway. You're looking at like on-demand, like Netflix-style content if you're getting anything on your TV that's worth watching most of the time. Regular, like cable TV, the news isn't really news. The reality shows aren't real. They're complete fakery. C-SPAN is basically the only thing on there that's fun to watch. You can stream that live online. You don't need to turn on your TV for that. Yeah, basically everything that CNN says is a lie. Basically everything MSNBC says is a lie. Basically everything you see on Fox is a lie. It's a lot of people in the past, they boiled it down to the left and right crap. Said, oh, well, no, the right-wing media conspiracy trying to take down Obama, the glorious eternal God man. Or they said, oh, that evil liberal media trying to take down Bush, who's virtuous and kind and wants to protect our nation from them terrorists over there in Arabia or something like that. The truth is, both sides are full of shit. They don't care about you and your livelihood. They certainly don't care about the nation. In fact, half the time they want there to be violence and disasters and other problems because it makes for good reporting. You think the people at Fox or CNN cares if you get killed in a hurricane? No, you're just another bloated corpse for them to poke with a stick and talk about on live TV. You think they care if there's a war? No, they'll send a journalist over. Maybe they'll get some award-winning photos and stock footage and stuff like that. If there were a nuclear war, these people would practically be orgasming at the time. They'd have a non-stop live feed. Oh yeah, we're all about to die. Woohoo, isn't it great? America, #1. Russian media would be doing the same thing. It'd be so clickbaity, it'd be so cringeworthy that people would be storming and killing him on live TV just because they'd be so pissed off about the reporting probably at that point. It's retarded that people think that these corporations, which is what they are, represent the press. That's not the press. The press is dissemination of information in a general sense. I don't see them disseminating information. I see them primarily focusing on opinion. That's all. You watch Bill O'Reilly. What's he talking about? Some event happens in the world, and he spends 20 minutes giving his opinion about everything related to that event. He only very briefly summarizes the event itself, and then not with any objectivity. Rachel Maddow does the same thing. Anderson Cooper does the same thing. The old guard of maybe pre-2000s era news reporters that primarily sat like Tom Brokaw or something like that, Tom Brobraw, that would sit there and actually summarize what had happened without giving you a bunch of clickbait, have all died out. Those people are all gone. They don't exist in the TV media anymore. Objective fact-finding and actual muckraking within newsprint no longer exists. It's not worth it. It costs too much to conduct such investigative journalism. The payoff is too little because most of the time they don't manage to find any really juicy scandal. So it's left up to tabloid rags like the Inquirer to talk about all that shit. They sort of do it specially for a living. Or it's up to some blogger or YouTuber. Some random person online through their contacts alone can break some major story now. This is why these people are pissed. They're losing advertising revenue. Oh no, where will we get our hair plugs and our cap teeth from now? And all of our boob job plastic surgery crap. that we need to look good on TV because we're above the average little peasant running around out there that should just gobble up whatever we say and assume that it's true. It's corporate media. They're corporations. They're money-making, profiteering ventures. They're not prime. It's not like they're some hegemon that's there to disseminate information out of the kindness of their heart. They make money doing what they do. Where there's money, there will be bias. That's intrinsically how it is. I'm very glad that I can sit here and draw off of money that I make that has nothing to do with the news in my books and donations from totally decentralized individuals rather than corporations, banks. If I was getting paid by some advertising firm, oh, here's $100,000 a year, you just keep doing what you're doing and we'll put a watermark on your videos, it would intrinsically make everything I say more biased, especially where that firm was involved. Well, that happens all the time on these corporate media stations and in newsprint. Who do you think pays them? Who do you think makes the primary bulk of their money? They're investors, people who give them donations in order for favorable political coverage or favorable coverage of a business or to attack some business foe or something. They don't get most of their money through circulating a newsprint, through their actual circulation. If it's like the Wall Street Journal or something, it has nothing to do with that. They get corporate donations. Banks donate money to them. Political movements donate money. Foreign governments donate money to them. You say, oh, U.S. media, so unbiased. No, they're not. No, there's a reason that they won't talk about Saudi human rights abuses on CNN very much. There's a real damn good reason for that. There's a reason why Fox News doesn't want to criticize the state of Israel, no matter what they do. Bombed Gaza? Oh, fully deserved, defending their homeland. Something like that. There's a reason that that happens. They're the fake news outlets. I'm gonna trust some random YouTuber who's analyzing something and appears intelligent far more than I'm gonna trust anyone on CNN or Fox. I realize that that has its flaws too, but it's much better. So yeah, if you're concerned about fake news, shut the fucking TV off and stop buying the newspaper. You should be boycotting every newspaper in the country. We should let them wither and die. They're vestigial anyway. What the hell is the point? Who actually sits there and reads the newspaper every morning? Fewer and fewer and fewer people do. They buy it for the cartoons half the time. The cartoons and maybe the front page news. All that other stuff, it's just filler. Half the newspaper's literally filler. It's like advertisements and obituaries and stuff. That's what a newspaper has devolved into. TV media, it's 25% of the stuff on that channel is commercials, number one. Most of the rest is analysis and spin. It has nothing to do with summarizing events. It doesn't have to do with intelligent analysis, that's for sure. Their analysis sucks dicks. There's a reason all of these different groups, all these people, some of these people get millions of dollars a year. They analyze politics. They talk about current events. They couldn't even guess the outcome of the fucking election, which shows you how ineffective they are. They're just talking heads. They're there to give you spin. Why does anybody trust them? No, I don't watch any TV media either. I don't care about what they have to say. Somebody commented once, oh, is that Fox on the background? Yeah, for background noise. I'm not paying attention and watching it. And it's not even me that has it on that channel. If it was up to me, I'd have it on like the spooky dooky stuff, like Ghost Hunters or something like that. Even if I don't really care about the content, like Monster Quest. That's some good shit. It's like the last, or Ancient Aliens. It's like the last good reality TV show of sorts. Now it's even worse crap than it was 5-10 years ago. It keeps getting worse and worse to the point at which I don't know why people even have TVs. Half the time they're just watching YouTube videos on the TVs. That's about all. Peace out.